All right, y'all. I am back with another petty pop up. Real heavy on the petty. I'm just here to state my petty opinion. Everything said in this video is alleged and, in my opinion, and used for educational and entertaining purposes. All right. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is well. All right, y'all. We are here to talk about some love and marriage Huntsville. Y'all ready? Let's get to the liars and haters of Huntsville, okay? This is season 8, episode 10, New Kids on the Cell Block. All right. Okay, so y'all, we opened up with a scene from Neil and Chris. Neil goes to Chris's office and asks him what he's doing, and he explains to her that he was looking for some properties to show to Sonny and Moses. Sonny and Moses have expressed interest in moving to Huntsville. So Nell says, do you think that's a conflict of interest? And Chris was like, conflict of interest how? And she was like, without everything that we've gone through with Destiny. So you really think that this man need to check with Destiny before he sell a house? Girl, you sound retarded. Anyway, she was dead serious too. So when he was telling her, no, I'm not going to check with Destiny before I sell a house, she looked like she got a little pissed. Like, anyway, that ain't why I'm here. So anyway, she said that she was there to talk about the issues that they have with the kids, and that it's not one, it's 2 or 3 needing financial assistance, and it's stressing her out. And it's having an effect on her mental health. And that they need to set boundaries and stuff. And she was asking him if he could tell that it's been a shift in her and all that. And, it's real interesting that, we do these things and make these problems for ourselves, and then we need help to get out of it. I really think this is a problem that Neil has made for herself. In their confessional, Chris was saying for her not to let things overload her and to come to him and let him help her with it, just being a supportive husband, because I think the kids come to her for a reason. They don't actually come to Chris. They feel more comfortable coming to Neil because she's the one who is the Captain Save-A-Ho in the marriage. But I think that, I don't know, I think it might be her bargaining chip. I think that I don't know what she was getting out of it. Evidently, it is something that she has partaken in, and the kids are just taking advantage of it. It's interesting to me that these people think that they should be counselors and role models to other people. You should be counselors and role models to your own family. Get yourself together before you try to step out and tell other grown people what to do, because y'all are really not in no position to counsel anybody. That's all I got on that. Okay, so in the next scene, we get Chris in his confessional saying that he's a real estate broker. He doesn't feel like he needs to get anybody's permission before he sells a property, and he doesn't. Why is he continuing to explain this? I don't know. So it was kind of like filler, right? Okay, so then he meets with Martel at his property. He says that he's going to show Sonny and Moses Martel's property. Martel is there to meet him, and he's trying to act like he don't know who coming, like they ain't already told him that they're going to show the property to Sonny and Moses. And so Martel was asking, I ain't saying you got to, but did you talk to Destiny? Why is everybody protecting Destiny feelings so all of a sudden? Why is Destiny feeling so important? I would love to know. Because to my recollection, Melody was married to Hotel. She's the star of the show, and nobody has ever given this much importance to her feelings. So I just don't understand why everybody is so worried about Destiny feelings. Like, is she paying y'all bills? What is she doing for y'all that y'all need to be so concerned about her feelings? Or is this being orchestrated by production? Is somebody telling y'all to ask these questions? Because that would make more sense. It's really not adding up, really not making a lot of sense. Okay, so Sonny and Moses show up. They get to looking around, looking at the house. Chris takes them around and shows them the house. I heard Sonny say the rooms were small. They go outside. Hotel tells them that the price for the house is $340. I'm assuming he meant $340,000. They were saying that it was close to a school, and that was good because they're ready to start a family, and that she just finished some round of IVF. And Hotel mentioned Destiny, and Moses said she fumbled the ball, using the same analogy that Sonny used at the gala. See what happens when y'all fight over convicts? They actually think they the prize. Moses think he the prize, y'all. He really does. Did Sonny produce this scene? Cause she got to say everything she wanted to say. She was saying that sometimes Hotel said that he's neutral, that that they didn't work out, and he heard both sides. And Chris interjects and says, "Oh, you're neutral? That means you're not picking sides?" And Hotel, they cannot do a scene without bringing up Melody Cherie. He tried to insinuate that it's different because y'all ride with Melody based on what she tell y'all. Y'all see what she doing to me. What is she doing to you, Hotel? I would like to know exactly what she is doing to you. See, if you can't justify your argument, you should not be able to just say anything. The woman hasn't done anything to you, sir. You are the one who initiated these court proceedings, okay? Let's remember that, okay? He got in his confessional and said that Chris was trying to justify his neutral stance, but that it was different. Okay, I don't understand that. But Sonny was saying it's good to be neutral. You got to understand all parties. And they were saying that they married, they got kids on the way, and Hotel said he wished them the best. So ultimately, this looks like a scene that Sonny produced. She got to present her state of mind and her argument. She was saying that she know it don't look good, optics wise, but she hopes that eventually her and Destiny could be in the same space and be cordial. Blah blah blah. Who cares? Anyway, I don't understand why we keep getting these filler scenes and they keep reiterating the same thing over and over. It's a dead horse that they keep beating. But anyway. Okay, so the next scene we have Hotel Liar Holt going to visit Stormy at her warehouse. They get in conversation where she asks him about Trisha because she said that they were acting strange at her house. They were acting like they knew each other. Okay, so Hotel admits that he DM'd Trisha to come to his house a couple of times to see what was up. Okay, he says nothing happened, but anyway, if you slept with the woman, good. Nobody really cares. Then Stormy says that, guess what? I got the same charge you got because a millimeter came to my warehouse trying to disprove my success. Okay, how do you know that? Did you talk to the woman? Like, where did you get that synopsis from? Like, I love how they get to just make up and say whatever they want and nobody gets to contest it. Hotel gets it. They cannot have a scene where they don't bring up Melody. Hotel says these millimeters, she created them and she named them. Okay, that's a lie. That's not true. She didn't create anything. She didn't create the millimeters. Anyway, so Stormy, this is why Stormy is running away from this internet, because she knows she's about to get ate up. So Stormy reveals how she really feels. And she said that when she saw Mel, the energy was good, like high and all that. But if you mad at me because I like Destiny and I think she cool, don't try to gaslight me, and say my number not working and all that. So basically what she's saying is, if you mad because I'm hanging with Destiny, I like Destiny, don't claim that the reason why you ain't talking to me is because your number. Listen, honey, nobody has to communicate with you or be in any type of communication with you if they don't want to. Just like you over there doing what you want to do, Melody is perfectly within her right to do what it is she want to do. The difference is you fake. The difference is you try to use her for opportunities. The difference is all of y'all have that woman name in y'all mouth for clicks and views. That woman over there mind her business. She ain't said a word about you nor Destiny. But here you go. Well, if she had a problem with me being friends with Destiny, she should have just said that. Girl, nobody care about you or Destiny because you are a hood booger. I don't care how much money you got or how many opportunities you think finna come your way. Because I don't want to shit on Stormy business, but I don't wear beeswax. I haven't used her product. I don't wear shit from Alibaba. And I really think it's on a time limit when people realize what they really buying and the markup that they're getting. If she going to TikTok to do big things, great. I wish her well. You don't need to hint at it. Just go ahead and do it. But the thing is, I think that the opportunity you tried to use Mel by getting on this show for it didn't work out for you. I really think that you thought that you were going to come and just be so popular and take over this show because people were going to covet what you have and want to be you. Nobody wants to be a hood booger from Mississippi. Sorry. So anyway, she tells Hotel, if you when you winning, nothing can't mess with you. Okay, let's see. We'll see. Stormy, go ahead on about your business. Do well. Go do great things. Just get off of here with the fakeness. And you already know the millimeters coming from you. They're gonna eat you up because we already see the snake that you are. You are a hood booger. I don't care if you get $1 billion. You still gonna be a hood booger. These people have no business savvy. They have no idea of how to make money. They have no idea of how to accept accountability for things they have done and move on. It's always somebody else's fault. They didn't do nothing wrong. It was somebody else that did something to them. They are the victim in the problems that they're going out here and create. Because you didn't have to DM Melody and try to court her to get on this show. If you didn't need her and you were doing so well prior to the show, kudos. Because I'm telling you, I never knew who you was, never saw your face, never wanted to. But, go off, sis. Whatever. Okay, so in the next scene, we have Kimmy and Maurice, who are meeting Sonny and Moses out to dinner. Kimmy claims that she's conflicted about it because Destiny is her friend. Wasn't Kimmy a large part of the reason why Destiny got kicked off in the first place? Wasn't she saying how she was hard to film with and she didn't give anything, but now all of a sudden Destiny is her friend? Okay, when did y'all develop this friendship? Like, what did y'all do to develop this friendship that y'all have nowadays? Anyway, Kimmy shares that Destiny wanted to look at an office space. Why does Destiny need an office space? I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So anyway, Sunny in her confessional says that she reached out and invited Kimmy and Maurice out to dinner. They discussed moving to Huntsville. And Kimmy was being very sarcastic. So Huntsville hits the top of your list. Like, isn't that like rubbing salt in the wound? Like, why is everybody protecting Destiny's feelings? Why y'all have so much empathy for Destiny? Y'all had zero empathy for Melody. But y'all got all this empathy, this fake empathy for Destiny? Yeah, it's real interesting, right? So anyway, they say they fell in love with Huntsville. Okay, so if y'all was in the same situation, you're just newly married to the love of your life, y'all getting ready to start a family, y'all looking to buy a house, would y'all move to the same city in the same, presenting this same situation where his ex lives that he slept with for 15 years on and off while he was married in and out of prison? Would you move to the same city that person lives in? I just don't think that's very bright. That's not very smart of Sonny. However, you can't tell people what to do. They can do whatever they want. So they say they fell in love with Huntsville. Okay. They also said that they didn't say they didn't like the house. They said that they could use the house as an investment property. Speaking of Martel's house, I told y'all they didn't like that damn house. The first thing she said was the room was small with them damn Pepto-Bismol ass boots she had on. But anyway, they also were saying that they were both from Walnut Park, wherever Walnut Park is. Because Moses was telling his story, how he's been owning property since he was 19. And what he's been doing. And that he's done 15 years in prison. Whoa, he is a real convict. So anyway, Maurice shares that it was 8 of them. And that his mom was like a single mom. Because his dad was going back and forth to jail. And, I don't know why he all of a sudden decided to share something. Where was this energy for the first 7 seasons? Why all of a sudden now are they trying to share something personal? Isn't that interesting, y'all? Well, anyway, they end up saying that they were going to sign with Kimmy to continue to look for properties, and that they are going to move to Huntsville to start their family. Okay, so y'all, basically Moses was saying that he lost a lot of people while he was going in and out of jail for those 15 years, which is common. Did y'all hear him when he said, because when I seen it, he knew what it was. And he said that he lost a sister, a brother, his grandmother during Corona. Did y'all hear that? He said he lost them during Corona. But anyway, so they said that, Maurice was saying that he understands why, the urgency for them wanting to go ahead and start a family. And Sonny agrees to have Kimmy show her some homes, and saying that she didn't sign anything with Chris. Okay, so the next thing we get to is Neil and Chris making lasagna, getting ready for their family meeting, arguing about what to put in the lasagna. Anyway, so the kids come in. Little Chris said, I got me a job. I'm a supervisor. He said, little Chris said he already know what's coming down the pike, okay? The girls walked in. Everybody looks good. Lance looked like he just rolled up out the bed. Neil was saying that, they have things that they want to do, and that, with them constantly helping them financially is taken away from that. She was basically saying the only people that she's willing to put in front of her is her grandkids. So when she said that, her niece daughter Kiki interjected that she felt she didn't like hearing that, because it sounded like she was making allowances for Lance's kids and not for her kids. But she also said that she understood that because they're not her parents, but that she doesn't have anybody. It sounded like a little bit of manipulation to me, because how old is Kiki? Aren't you well grown and able to take care of yourself, and should be taking care of yourself? I don't know. I just feel like this is a situation that Neil created. But anyway, Kiki was saying, I know you don't really mean nothing bad, but I don't have anybody. Looked like Lance was crying, y'all. I think I saw some tears in the corner of his eyes. So anyway, Chris comes up with, the group therapy with a professional. And little Chris says that, he would like to do one with the family, but he would also like to do one solo, which I thought was very insightful of him to know that he needs a little extra help with a professional. And I think Dr. Francis was an excellent choice. I love Dr. Francis. So Neil interjects that, well, I know he not afraid to tell you what he really think. Y'all let me know how that work out for y'all. And, insinuating that she was not going. So the kids show that they are pretty smart, actually smarter than Neil. And they were interjecting that, you may need to go, not for yourself, but maybe, interacting with you would help us understand why we do some of the things we do. Because she was acting like it was just beneath her. She didn't have no need to go to therapy. She said all she needs to do is get out of debt, which shows you how short-sighted Neil is as a mother and nurturer of the children. You have to know that your involvement with them does affect them. And they showed some little clips of next week where Lance was telling her, if I say something to you get heated at the drop of a dime. And she does. And she constantly raises her voice and yells. And she doesn't understand that the way that she communicates with them kind of affects their mental health as well, But anyway, I think that them having sessions with Dr. Francis can only be good. They also showed some snippets where Trisha's husband will be on the next episode. I just don't know why he's talking to Marcel. I just don't understand that. So anyway, y'all, that is it. That's all I got. What did y'all think of this episode? Did y'all have a favorite scene? My favorite scene was the scene with the Fletchers, because they seem to be the most honest. But for me, I have to say, this was not a great episode. If I had to vote, I would trash it because it feels orchestrated. A lot of the scenes felt like they were just filler. They were produced so that certain cast members can get their point of view out. That's how I felt. And any episode that doesn't have Mel in it is not a good episode for me, because I know that Mel has a lot going on. Her being the star of this show, she should be in every episode. I'm sure that there was something they could have featured that she was doing, and they chose not to. I don't really understand the production of this show. I know that a lot of the cast members have problems with taking accountability for their actions. You know, I know that we're all different. We come from different walks of life. We have different experiences. But, you know, as you grow and you learn, you're supposed to do better, you know. So for these people just to not take accountability for things that they do is really making it hard to watch. And I just never saw a producer like thumb his nose at his own fan base. Like, I mean, y'all millimeters better clock in, honey, because every episode they talking about the millimeters. So instead of attacking Mel, since you realize that the more you attack her, the richer she gets, now you've decided to consistently attack the fan base that's supporting your show. Like, how is that intelligent? Like, how does that make any sense? I mean, and I know it's a lot out of most of it is out of jealousy, because nobody associated with this show has the fan base that Melody has. But you don't really have a reason for attacking the fan base. Like, that's the dumbest shit I ever seen. Like, I don't understand the logic behind it, because it's not logical. You know, generally when you conversate with somebody, the idea is to share ideas, and maybe you could learn something from the other person. Maybe the other person can learn something from you. But these people they want to project what their idea is, and they don't want anybody to contest it. They are not honest people. And it's just hard to continue to watch this show, because if you don't know anything about millimeters, you know there are some investigators. They're going to dig out the truth. They're going to find it out. So, I mean, you know, if you're not living your best life, or if you have something going on that you don't want people to know, maybe you shouldn't be on reality TV instead of attacking people for finding out your teeth. You know what I mean? This is what I think about it. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments if you have a different perspective. I would like to hear it. But if you have a different perspective, I would like to hear it. But until the next time, y'all, that's all I got. Peace.